Ouija, Origin of Evil is directed by Mike Flanagan, and it's the prequel slash sequel, but it's set before the events of 2014's Ouija film, that terrible horror film that we got. So people were skeptical. Fans and critics were very skeptical about how this film would be, since it's the prequel to a not very good horror film. But Mike Flanagan has proved himself to be a very good horror director, so I went into the film not really expecting much, but I actually enjoyed it. The story revolves around a family who basically run a scam industry. They bring people in and apparently do psychic readings, or they can connect to the ghosts of dead relatives or lovers, and basically say what they're apparently saying, and they charge them money. So it's a scam. But one day, when they're looking for a new prop, they buy a Ouija board and basically stuff happens. Compared to the original Ouija film, this film is a masterpiece. The performers all round are excellent. I can't really name names right now, not off the top of my head, but the mother character, the older daughter, and also the younger daughter who eventually gets possessed. The entire film hinges on her performance, and she carries the film excellently. The horror aspects of the film were actually very well done. There are some genuine scares in the film. There are some genuinely chilling images that stuck with me after seeing the film, and some moments were extremely tense. Mike Flanagan's direction was very interesting, because normally horror films these days, every single jump scare is accompanied by a loud noise and it's jump scares galore, but this film was actually very interesting. All he did was move the camera to that scare and what was on the screen that was supposed to scare you, and allow the audience to react for yourself. So there was no music, and when everything cuts out and there's no jump scare attached, it makes that scare so much better, and there were some really, really good moments in the film. The film is set in the 1960s, and every single detail is perfect for recreating this time period. There's even that little like orange brownish circle that you see at the top of the screen. I can't really describe it. It's like top right hand corner, and it shows the reel changes like back in old cameras. Yeah, so even down to those precise details, this film was intent on recreating the 1960s, and it does that perfectly. The costumes, the cars, the houses, the set design is great in the film. The film slightly meanders a bit, but it definitely improves when the priest character, played by Henry Thomas, aka Elliot from E.T., yeah, he's all grown up now, when he comes in to check out the daughter when the older sister starts saying that creepy things have been happening. A problem I have with the film is its final act, when you realise who the ghost is, and basically the final act becomes a bunch of things being thrown around, and it becomes kind of cartoonish, bodies being thrown around in the air. Basically everything just falls apart. A little more structure and less cartoonish horror, more control on these final scenes would have really made the end more compelling. However, the end of the film is very effective. Also, the ghost spirit thing is a CGI thing, and when the film was trying so hard to recreate the 1960s, as soon as you see this CGI thing, however scary it might be, it sort of takes you out of the film, because you can definitely tell that it's a CGI thing in a normal house. So those are my only problems with the film. I'm going to give Ouija Origin of Evil a B+. Like I said, it's an above average horror film. If you like horror, I would definitely recommend this film. It is miles above the standard set by the 2014 Ouija film, so I actually really enjoyed the film. So those are my thoughts, and until the next time, goodbye.